Team PCD here with another deck profile post. Photon Hypernova here with Dante. He's showing his new updated tier deck for the new format. Shout out to Jordan, can't fool him. All right, let's go.
All right, so yeah, not much has changed this format, but I just thought I'd share some of the updates that I made. So we're still just playing. I like the 2 Rhino Heart. I think 2 is just the right amount. 3 Sharon, 3 Amnes, 3 Marley. So still the same engine there. And then we're playing the new card, 3 of the Tearlaments Kashtira.
What's that do?
So it is a quick effect during the main phase. You can special summon it, and then on resolution, or as you summon it, you banish a Tearlament from grave or, is it grave or hand? I think it's, yeah, grave or hand or a Kashtira. And then on summon it mills 3, so it's basically just another Havness, but you can activate it at any time in the main phase.
Okay.
And then also you can mill your opponent's deck, which is kind of a weird thing, so I don't know it. I guess you can kind of like maybe see what they're playing or something if they're not playing the mirror.
And maybe change how you build your board.
Yeah, or just mill like crucial parts of their deck or something. And then also when it's sent to grave, it mills 2, so if you mill it, it mills 2 more. And then I'm still playing the fairy package, so the diviners, because I just like making Baron in this deck, like just for that added protection, like crime Baron, and then something else is like pretty hard to break. And so yeah, so I like the 3.
And extra ways to get to elf.
Yeah, more. It's just another level 2 as well. And then I play 3 Keldo. 2 Medora. I cut this down to 2 because I was tired of opening up 3 of it all the time and breaking. And also with the new format, like less Tearlament is running around. So I think 2 is fine. Like if your locals is playing a lot of Tearlament, obviously bump it to 3. But for me, 2 is okay. And then 3 Keldo and 2 Agido. So I think this is a good ratio. You're basically just playing 10 Earth Fairies. I think this is solid for this format. And then kind of another weird thing I'm doing, because since there's not really that much Tearlament at my locals, so it's kind of fine. I just play the 1 Bystial Magnamit, the 1 Juris, and the 1 Baldrake.
Just one of each?
Yeah, because I mean, if you draw multiples, they're always both live. And then I'll show you in the side deck, obviously I play more. And so it kind of makes more sense once you see the side deck, like. And I'll kind of explain why it's only 3 in the main deck.
Okay.
Yeah. And then spell, that's all the monsters for spells. 4 field spells, obviously. And then instant fusion, 2 scream. And then another weird thing I'm kind of doing, I play 1 tactics. Because,
yeah, you like the one-ofs.
Yeah, well, a lot of OCG builds actually just play 1 tactics. And honestly, drawing 2 of this really sucks. So I think it's actually a solid card at 1.
Sounds like it's like a really sacky list.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. But it's Tearlament, so I mean, it's still going to do what it does. And then I play the 1 Crime, the 1 Sulic, and then something else I'm doing that most people aren't doing is I'm playing the 1 Meta Noise, so I'm just playing 1 of each right now. This
is that the one that bounces, or what does it do?
No, this is like a Book of Moon, basically.
Oh, okay.
I think it's solid against, there's a lot of Sprite decks at our locals, and then there's Kashtira coming out, so I think the Book of Moon is like just a solid effect right now. So I just opted to play 1 of each. I don't know, I might change it in the future, but just something for this format that I'm testing out, 1 of each.
All right, how many is that in the main?
I believe that is 41 in the main.
Okay.
Yeah. And for the extra deck, of course, we play 1 of each of the fusions, and then 1 of these. That's all for the fusions.
6 1-0s.
Yeah. And then Elf, Sprint, Dark, and then one of my favorite cards that I've been playing lately, the Underworld Goddess.
You've hit me with that a few times.
Yeah, there's a lot of monsters that are just like unaffected, like towers and shit, or like Avermax that this deck has a problem with. And I just like having this here because, and it also just helps you clear boards, like going second in general. Like you make dark, take their magma effect, and then maybe if you have like a Druis Worm or something, you can link that away, and that clears 2 monsters because you link one away, and then Druis Worm send another. So and it just gives you something to do with all your bodies. I feel like tier, like you just have so many bodies sometimes, you just need something to like go into, and this is a solid card. So that's for the links. And then Exceeds, play the Redoer, which I like. Some lists I guess don't play it, but I think it's like pretty much mandatory because sometimes you're locked on like Sheeran and something else, and you overlay effect, you send Sheeran, keep playing. And then obviously Dweller, Baguska. This card's really underutilized. I make this a lot. And then of course the Zeus to put on top, and the Baron.
Sweet. What about your side? You showing a side today?
Yeah, I do have a side deck. It's kind of just, I don't know, whatever your locals plays, that's what you obviously side for, but for the monsters, oh yeah, so I'll show you. I'm playing the Bistils in the side.
Oh,
so,
1 more of each.
Yeah, so it comes out to
the whole 6.
The whole 6, and then also in the side, another thing you could change, like just depending what your locals is, like let's say that it's all Tearlaments players, you could just main all 6, and then another card that I'm siding is the Imperms. So these are like interchangeable depending
On what you're playing against. You can take out like your 3 Bestials, put in the 3 Imperms.
Yeah, and for Imperm, I think it's a really solid hand trap right now, and it catches people off guard, and then it also pairs with the other card I'm siding.
Oh, Nibiru.
The 3 Nib. So this is like the God combo, obviously, which, I mean, this can catch people off guard. You don't necessarily always need the Imperm, but I think they pair really well together, and Imperm's just like a really solid card right now. So yeah. And these are all interchangeable, honestly. If you wanted to, you could just main all these, side all the Bistils, you know what I mean? Just depends what your like local scene is like. And then with the Kashtira coming out, I'm also here, so that's like
hand traps,
and then just general going second card. I think you pretty much have to play is the Book of Eclipse for the Kashtira, because they can literally just lock your zones out and you cannot play. So
yeah,
so you gotta have something. And then Tier doesn't really have a problem with back row, so just siding 2 Cosmics just to like kind of help push a little bit more. And the Cowboy just because time.
Yeah, we all know what that does.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
All right, any final thoughts or anything?
No, just like I said, you can edit the deck to kind of like match what you're playing against, because the format isn't really solved yet. So but,
we'll just see if a ban list happens or not.
Yeah, the ban list is probably coming before this set's legal, or things are gonna be wild. So
yeah. Also, we got some merch down the description, so check
go
that
down in the
out.
description, or some merch.
We're going to YCS Vegas.
See you at Vegas.
So if you see us there, say hi. We'll have the red and black jerseys on. We buy binders.
That's right, we'll buy your binder.
All right, thank you.
All right, see you.